Hey everybody, it's Savvy That Simmer, and welcome back to another behind the scenes build for my LP Stuck in Strangerville. So in this little chill build video, I'm doing another kind of reno build like I did in my last video. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can check it out if you'd like to. But it's just going to be another low-key video where essentially I go through and I'm just doing behind the scenes prep. You guys really seem to like that, and I got a ton of feedback that you really enjoyed it. So yeah, here I am again, and feel free to watch. You guys can get an idea of the process and what all entails of behind the scenes for a content creator. And yeah, it was just really fun last time just to chat with you guys. And again, this is going to be a very low-key video where I do minimal editing, so if I stumble on my words, or say I'm a lot because I'm concentrating, just, stick with me. Right now I'm trying to find a military base that's going to be simple enough to go in Strangerville, but also not too complicated because I really need something that's going to reflect the military, but I also, again, I don't want it to be too heavy for my save file for this series. I've noticed that there's been a little bit of lag in it, and I'm not really quite sure what is going on with it, so I'm going to take this one from the gallery here and I'm just going to check it out. But I hope you guys are all having a really good day today, or whenever you guys are watching this video. I like these kind of videos, and it was really fun to hear that you guys enjoyed it too, because I love listening to YouTube when I work from home, so it's really nice to have something to vibe to with similar chill, low-key vibes, because don't get me wrong though, I love like high energy videos. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay, it was being a little funky there. I was like, oh goodness. Anyways, so don't get me wrong though, I really enjoy watching high energy videos, but when I'm working from home, I need to be able to concentrate, that kind of thing. So really low key, just chill vibes, like totally my thing. I really like the outside of this. This actually reminds me of a base gym where I'm from. Oh my gosh. Because a lot of them don't really have, they're kind of like made out of this siding here, this type of siding that you're seeing. It's very common on military bases, especially older ones that aren't super up to date. Most of them are, but some of them are, just old. Anywho, but yeah, that reminds me of that. It's so cool. And I just love seeing these builds for the bases. They look so good, and especially these little deco military trucks. They look really cool. Let's see what's in the middle here. Oh, okay, cool. It's like a little range. Oh, I love that realism right there. That is legit. That is so cool. And then it looks like we have an airplane here. Love that. I probably will replace that though, because I do want them to be like functioning airplanes. But Nick, the dad of the LP that I'm currently doing, it is called Stuck in Strangerville. I'll insert that at the beginning of the video if I haven't already mentioned it. But yeah, so basically he's supposed to be an airplane mechanic, and he works on airplanes. He also works on the trucks too, but I think this is gonna work because it's simple. And okay, cool. This is like the air station control center. Wow, you guys, this is so freaking good. Oh, I need to check and see who built this to make sure I can give them credit for it. I always love crediting everyone that takes part in building. I think that's extremely important to always credit people. So I need to figure out my MXAO settings as well. If you feel like watching this part, feel free, but if not, just fast forward. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what's causing my lag. MXAO and my computer sometimes don't get along, but I think it might be the ambient occlusion. I can't really see that right now. It's so small. I'm like sitting a little far away from my computer screen. Okay, or it could be the fine AO. That might be it. Maybe I could just tone that down a little bit, and maybe the coarse AO. Coarse AO is, I love coarse AO. But you have to be careful with fine AO and coarse AO with Sims faces, because it can tend to make them look like they have like gray teeth. So just a little heads up. But yeah, I noticed when I have MXAO on here lately when I'm playing, it's the most slightest lag. I don't even think people really notice it, but it's like the frames per second. So for example, I notice it when I'm moving side to side. Like right now it's fine, but it's just, I don't know if you can see it right now, but it's ever so slightly. I'm gonna switch over to QMXAO and just see what that looks like. QMXAO. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that's any different. I just can't play without MXAO to an extent. Like, I have to have some type of shadows in my game because it just makes it truly makes your game, just amplifies your Sims and the objects that are around it. It's wild to me. I remember the first time I ever saw, this is like a story time video. Oh, it's so chatty. But yeah, basically this is like my chatty creator vibes. I think that's what I'm gonna call it, just like chatty creator vibes. I do wish we had more. Okay, yeah, it's kind of lagging right now. Okay, let's hear MXAO. I think it might be, okay, sample radius. Maybe we could go with that and then just bring this back a little. And it's the fine AO. Fine AO, I'm gonna bring that back too, and then, okay, so that is, yeah. Fine AO is crazy, it's so good, I freaking love it. But again, it's powerful. MXAO is extremely powerful, so if you have a really good PC, this is great. I feel like that's worse for the lag. Oh my goodness. I might need to, one, check and see if my computer needs an update. I think I'll just go with this one for now. Yeah, that seems to be okay. But anyways, oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. But I think I might need to, one, check out my computer and see if there's an update for it. I think there actually might be. Or two, I am highly thinking about looking into another gaming PC. I have a gaming laptop right now. The one that I have is an Asus TUF gaming laptop, and I love it. I think she does a great job for what she is. She was $800 and I got her off of Klarna, so I was able to pay like payments on it, and I did that in like 4 installments. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Klarna or Afterpay, or what's another one, maybe Shop, but basically they are like, it's not like layaway, like I don't know if you guys remember like the term layaway, but it's basically where you pay in 4 installments, and I like to use it for like really big purchases because it's just so nice for those really big things that you may not be able to pay for like in total out of pocket right away. So it's just really nice to have something to help you in those type of situations. So yeah, like for example, the computer, like I said, was $800. Like, who has $800 to spend, you know, for fun? Not a lot of people. So anyways, it was nice because I could just, every 2 weeks for 4 payments, I paid for the computer. So anywho, if you guys are looking for a gaming computer, or you guys need to like pay for something super expensive, like, I highly suggest Klarna. Maybe I should see if they're sponsoring or if they need sponsors, I guess, or like partners, whatever they're called. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and save this to my, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and save this to my library. I need to see what my, okay, so L is my QMXAO. So I like to have hotkeys. If you guys notice right here, I have some hotkeys for my main shaders that I use, and I really like QMXAO, and I use L to turn them off and on, and then my MXAO is K, and then the L is right beside it. So yeah, it's just really nice because it's, sometimes you can't see through the UI, and it's really helpful for that. So anywho, let's go ahead and share this to my library. That way I can download and just look at a different one, and I can go from there. And if I want to put that back in my game, I can, hopefully this loads. I'm praying that it does. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and save too, because my game unfortunately has been getting stuck on downloads from the gallery, and I really don't want to deal with that. It's frustrating. The other night I was playing, I think it was a couple of days ago, but I was prepping for the LP, and literally it kept every time I would go to download, so I would go right here to place the lot, and it would just get stuck on the actual loading screen that handles, I think this one might be too big, there's too much going on. But yeah, I just kept getting stuck on that like loading screen. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's like a little freezer bunny icon, and it's like whatever it is when you're downloading a a lot. Okay, I really feel like that one was just super simple, and what I like about it though, it's not like a full ginormous base. Like it's obviously just a lot on the base, and I think I can get away with like storytelling with it being a section of the part of the base that's not like it looks like it's a base, you know what I mean? Part like a lot on a real military base, if that makes sense. Especially with the background, because um Stranger feels so small, you guys. It's really unfortunate because it's such a cool world, and it's so funny because I'm not really a person that enjoys hot weather. Like, okay, here it is. Wait, I think I favorited this one. It looks like I already downloaded it. Anyways, what was I saying? I got distracted per usual. See, I really like this one off the gallery, but look at everything that's in here. I just feel like that's too heavy. Way too heavy. And normally I wouldn't care, but like I said, I've been having those issues with a little bit of lag in my game. Now, granted, I do have a shit ton of CC, so that could be part of it, but I have been trying to take some of it out. And I did notice that the pie menu for a mod that I had for storytelling, I noticed that it was starting to make my pie menu go really slow when clicking on Sims to do interactions, and that was like super frustrating. So I went ahead and took out a few things, and yeah. But going back to the point about the computer, I was thinking about maybe getting a new PC, but I don't know what I do with the one that I have now. Like, I wouldn't want it to go to waste, and my spouse isn't a gamer, so to be honest with you, I don't really know what use my computer would go to, and I just bought this last year, right around this time. I think I bought it in maybe February, and I started doing my channel. I still remember when Growing Together came out. If you guys are an OG Growing Together viewer, like that's when a lot of people found me on YouTube, and that's when my YouTube channel picked up. Actually started in the fall of 2022, but this one's kind of cool too. Let's check this one out. But I didn't have a gaming laptop at the time. I was just using like a normal PC, and it was absolutely terrible. So I took a break for a few months, and then I actually started my, like, I made the channel, I put out a couple of videos, but I don't technically count my journey for starting with making Sims content truly until like March, February of 2023, because that's when I got my gaming PC, and then I was able to finally create the content that I knew that I could. And that was probably, oh god, ew. Also, I do know that there has been lag since For Rent, so, oh my god, that's horrendous. A little tip I've learned too from a couple of other Simmer friends, they say to do the pie menu here, or I'm sorry, not the pie menu, hit your escape button. No, okay, I get so scared when it slows down. Or you can go here, and you can just like push that and do that. But obviously hitting the escape button is going to be a lot faster. But it's supposed to help. See, that already helped with that lag that we were just experiencing. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so the content that I was, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. But the content that I was working on, I knew that I could create and produce like good content. You know, I was like, I know what I can do. I know my worth, you know, but I didn't have the resources. And that's like, you know, the hardest part of, when you want something so bad and you just don't have the resources. So I was really grateful for the computer when I got it, and I was just so excited because I was like, yeah, I feel like those telephone poles don't look too bad short. The thing I run into when I have do you see how it's like jumping like this? I explained that in my last video that I did, like this, my cozy creator video. I don't know, what do you guys want to call this series that I do? I don't even know if it's like a series, but these type of videos, just like cozy creator behind the scenes or something. I don't know. I'm thinking, but yeah, I feel like these telephone poles are actually, it doesn't like make sense. Doesn't not make sense for them to be that size, if that makes sense. I'm so rambly, I'm sorry. But you said you guys enjoy it, so here I am. I'm gonna make this smaller though, but like I was saying, what I've noticed though, that with really tall items from my last video that I did like this, really tall items can make your build and buy and also gameplay like jumpy. So for example, if it's like high, like, see what I mean? Like it just jumps and stuff, because we have this right here. I really like this one, but let's check out what the inside looks like. But it definitely is very, very good for what I had in mind. So these could be technically barracks, but most of the time, sleeping quarters like this, barracks are normally standstill, like standalone. But I mean, I guess they could have sleeping arrangements inside. This is like the smallest base ever, like if this was like a real base, because most bases are like, I mean, depending on the size, you have some that are small, and then you have some that are like really big, just depending on the actual base and like what they use the base for. So for like an air base, like an air station base, can typically be, the one that I'm familiar with is like a little bit smaller compared to a another one that I'm from. There's like 2 local bases that I am originally from and where I used to live. And gosh, this is so beautiful. I really want to take a picture of this. This is so pretty. So I have this G-Shape preset. It's called Warm Blanket. And this is the one that you guys probably see often. I switched between this one and this one, and it's 2 versions. So I have version 1 and version 2. But this is the one that I like to use when I'm doing videos and I'm doing like the little sneak peeks and like the lore short videos, the machinimas that I use for you guys with this LP. Just little sneak for that. I don't know if I'll ever release them, to be honest with you, because they're very personal to me for this series. Maybe when I'm done with it, maybe I will, but man, that looks so cool. Also, I've noticed too with a certain shader that's within here, I think it's the bloom. So the magic bloom, I believe it is, yes. And if you hover over a certain section with your mouse won't show up in the picture. It's just for the G shade, but essentially it makes it like brighter. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you switch and like hover over it and it just makes that item, whatever you're hovering over, like it makes it more glowy and it just creates like a really pretty effect. So just another little creator tip. But this one's so fun. I love this one so much, but it's very, very heavy. As you can see, look at that lag. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's not as bad on like the end of filming. I'm not sure because I'm filming right now, but it's a very heavy preset. So I like to use it only for doing my little scenes that I do for fun for lore videos. But anyways, so that is the G-Shape preset that I currently use. And then I have this one here. Oops, that's my Mango Heights one. And then I have this one here, which was first created. I just named it Nunu. And then I have this one here. So this is actually the beginning. This is the first version of the warm blanket that I made. This is the new screenshot. I just named it that. But this is the original draft of, I don't know if you can kind of see that, it looks very similar to it, but I took a really long time to create that. And that's a thing about me when I create my G-Shape presets for you guys, when I release them to the public. Like I don't just like whip them up in like 5 minutes or like a couple of days. Like I take weeks, even sometimes months before I send them out and I release them to you guys, just because I want them to be, I don't want to say perfect, but you know, I don't want them just to be slapped together and sent out. Like I want it to be good. And also too, I've really learned a lot about G-Shade and different shaders. Okay, this is cool. Different shaders that are within G-Shade. And I've just been trying to like hone in on that skill and like learning how to make presets. And it really reminds me a lot of Lightroom, and I'm actually a photographer IRL, so that's another like side thing that I do. Yeah, so I have a lot of different hobbies, a lot of different skills, but G-Shade's been really fun for me because it feels like I'm editing a video, or excuse me, editing a photo, but it's actually a video, or you know, photos for Sims screenshots, or you know, obviously video for our game that, you know, we use for film. So it's just fun. I really enjoy it. It's really fulfilling because I haven't done photography in a while. So let's see what else we have up here. I've always had an eye for photography. I've always had a passion for creating, and yeah, okay guys, I think I'm just going to use that one that we originally looked at first because it's just simple and I really am enjoying that simple kind of feel, and it just kind of makes sense. It could just be a place. Maybe we could go to popular now. Okay, we don't, most popular. Yeah, we're just gonna go with this one because, to be honest with you, I think it's, wait, where the heck is it? I think this is one, okay, this is one apparently I saved because I wanted to take a look at it. This was a couple of weeks ago, I think, when I was prepping for everything. Now I'm getting confused. Yeah, it looks like I already went through here, and wouldn't it be at the front though if I just saved it? I'm a little confused right now. Or is it like back here or something? Am I losing my mind, or is this the same one that we looked at earlier? I don't think it is. I'm gonna remove this plane. Actually, you know what? We're gonna keep it because, yeah, we're gonna keep it because I really think that is actually kind of cool. It's like a broken airplane. Maybe we could even bring it. Okay, so this whole piece is like this. If you guys know of a mod by any chance that could potentially act like a sim is like working on a car, or a sim is like working on, you know, it's fine. We'll put it back where it was. Maybe, I don't know, they're like using the parts for something. We'll just keep it at that. I loved like the little gate, and then the inside for like the boss's room could be like in here. Yeah, I love this. This is like an actual military building on a military base, and it's not like the front gate or something, or, you know, like the actual full base. It's just a lot on a military base. Maybe this is like close to the air station. I mean, this actually looks like it is supposed to be the air station or like the runway. I don't know. It's okay. We're not going to be that serious about it, right? It's just The Sims. I try to be as realistic as possible with Sims, but sometimes it's just, you kind of just have to roll with it, because I feel like the more that you think about things, sometimes you kind of like just make it more complicated on yourself, and it's just not, sometimes it's just not needed, you know? It's like, it's really not that necessary. This is actually a really nice building if it was on a military base. Got the workout stuff in here. Really, really cool. Okay, maybe I'll like spruce this up later. I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna do some gameplay stuff, and then I'm gonna come back and probably do some like townie makeovers, and then like half like behind the scenes for builds, so you guys can kind of get an idea of like what I'm doing. And yeah, and you guys can also get some little sneak peeks into my process and sneak peeks into the series, and just kind of like wonder like, what is Sav up to now? So yeah, this is super fun. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys are enjoying this type of vibe. I know you said you did, but still I'm like, is this even really interesting? But at the same time, like, I get like, well, why someone would love this type of video, because again, I love it too. I love just like chilling, and again, just like listening to someone talk and like entertain me or whatever, like while I play my own game, or like while I'm, you know, working. So although like sometimes we get in our heads about creating as creators, it's also like, okay, you don't need to worry about it because people love it, you know what I mean? That's the hard thing about being a content creator every now and again. I'm at like a really good state right now. I really am. I'm really happy where I am with content creation, but being a content creator, sometimes we can kind of be a little hard on ourselves, and it's natural, you know, being a content creator and being new in that space, and you're like wanting to you know, produce really good content, and you're proud of what you do and you want people to love it. And I feel like you kind of get to a point where you're just like, okay, like I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna listen to the feedback of my community, and they like it, and if it's not like their speed, okay, I won't do that as much anymore, you know? I always love reading your comments, especially those of you that leave detailed comments, and I read every single one, and I always try to reply to every single one too. I don't think there's ever been a comment like here lately that I haven't replied to. Like, I just love interacting with everybody, and it's honestly so fun and just so personable, and it's a good way to interact with people, especially now that I'm not doing Twitch and everything like that. But I just love the genuine mutual excitement that we all get and we have together when we are referring to like storytelling, or we are like talking about events that are going on in LP. And I don't know, it's just so fun. I absolutely love it. I love reading everybody's comments, and it's a good time. It's a really good time, and I can just feel the mutual excitement that I have, that you guys have, and I love it. It's so fun. I love the community that we have built, and I'm just really proud that I've stuck with it because it hasn't always been easy sometimes, or you know, we play this game a lot as content creators, and sometimes it can, you know, you can kind of get stuck in your head and stuff. And it's just important to follow your heart and do what makes you happy and have fun with it. But it's also a lot of work too. It's not for the weak, let me tell you. Okay, well, I'm gonna go work on some gameplay stuff. I'm not gonna film that, and then I'll see you guys for a couple of townie makeovers, maybe just a few, and then maybe we'll come back and just add some more like spruce this up or something, or just, I don't know. I have a few things I'll just add my personal touch to, but overall I'm really loving this. I'm thinking about maybe, oops, sorry guys for that jump, but I'm thinking about putting like a sign right here, and yeah, but overall I'm pretty happy with this, but I really want to get into gameplay while I'm feeling the mood for it. So anyways, I'll see you guys in a few. Hi guys. Okay, so it's me. You're probably like, what? So it's actually 6 days into the future. This is still the same video, but I don't want to say I got burnt out, but I just overworked myself after working on this military base. So as you guys know, the Stuck in Strangerville LP that I'm doing, last week I was like really hustling and just working really hard on putting out video content, and you guys, oh my god, your responses are everything to me, and you guys just loving the series is like life. It's so exciting seeing everyone's, you know, responses and all the excitement, and it gets me excited, and it's just like a big love fest. Like it's just so exciting and I love it. But I had to take a little bit of rest. I was staying up until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was getting really tired, and I was trying to push through and edit. So I actually, last Wednesday, so it was 6 days ago, I finished filming episode 3, and I got into editing like halfway through, and I actually have 3 hours worth of film between like stopping and starting, of course, and my Sims being annoying and not cooperating, and yeah, it was just a hot mess. But the story and the LP, like the actual episode, is really good. I was just like, I couldn't finish editing. I was just exhausted. So here I am, and actually I did this little prep video behind the scenes the day before. Actually, no, it was the same day that I filmed episode 3. So this is me into the future. So I'm gonna put this video out either today or tomorrow. Today is actually Tuesday, the 30th, and tomorrow will be the 31st. So I probably will end up putting this out tomorrow, just so I can finish editing a little bit and everything like that. But yeah, sorry if there's any confusion. But yeah, sometimes it's just like that, you know, you've gotta stop and start and just, you know, listen to yourself, listen to your body. And that's what I was trying to do. Oh my gosh, you guys, I work full time. So, okay, currently right now, just if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am going to put some military housing. So this is the military base that we were working on earlier in this video. And I think I'm going to delete one of these houses up here, potentially this one here. And then I'm going to have something cool right over here. It's going to be a community lot. One of my simmer friends have made a lot for me to put here. And then I'm going to put some military housing right here. And I think I'm going to keep the Roswells, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to keep them in Strangerville because I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to use them for the series. And I haven't figured this out yet because if you noticed, I don't know if you have or not, any of you guys that watch my series, but this family here, which obviously is Nick and Junie, their last name is Roswell. And sorry if my voice is a little bit shaky right now. There's some smoke outside. I had my window open in my office and I didn't realize how smoky it got in here. So close the window now, but I still think there's a little bit of smoke still in my office. So it's just a little, It looks like they have a little baby. I didn't know that. Margaret. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. I feel like that fits them really well. Like, when did this even happen? And they have 3 dogs. We might have to get rid of a few. Who knows? Or maybe they can just have their 3 dogs. Whatever. But I was thinking maybe we could change their home to something different. But yeah, I just wasn't quite sure how I was going to spin them. Because in my mind originally I was thinking that maybe Nick and but his Ted, yeah, Ted. I was like, what is his name? Were related in some way, maybe like distant cousins or maybe his uncle or something. Or they could just have the same last name and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's weird or do you like the fact that they could be potentially related and he's, Nick is like, stationed here now and it's like, oh, cool, he's stationed now here with his near his uncle. So he has a little bit of a family member or could we just like I don't know. I feel like now that they have the same last name, it could like potentially mess up the lore. Or maybe they just have the same last name. Like there's a lot of common last names, you know what I mean? And like in the world, there's a lot of last names that are common that people have that they may not be related. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I was thinking about getting the mayor involved into the storyline because if I remember correctly, the mayor is supposed to be like shady. So yeah, anyways, but my whole point was to everything was I'm gonna put some military housing down here, but there's a builder that I have in mind for this specific lot. It's going to be the old school military housing that I am used to having in my IRL life. So some bases, I can't remember if I talked about this earlier in the beginning of this video, but some bases have a modern side to them. Some are like newer, they've worked on newer construction. So there's two bases from like where I live and where I'm from. And I'm sorry if I'm like weird about my wording when I talk about that. I don't want to like give out too much personal information. I love being personable with you guys. I love it so much, but I also think it's important to like not share so much on the internet because I'm not like a Sims influencer by any means. Like I like to have a level of privacy, you know what I mean? I think it's important to have a little bit of privacy on the internet, like just for me anyways. I feel like this might be a little too small. I kind of wish there's a bigger lot up here. Actually, you know what? Isn't this a bigger lot? Maybe we could go with that. Let's go out of here and check out that lot. But anywho, that's why if you're like, why is she being so weird about her wording? It's just because like I don't want to give specific locations on like where I live or like where I used to live. I think what we're gonna do is I'm going to evict the household and then we could potentially put them back in. But I do want to clear the lot and I was thinking that we could put the military housing on the 40 by 30 because it will be bigger. Anyways, as I was saying, some military bases are like just older. Some of them are older completely, but then they do have sections that have like newer construction. But typically the newer ones are like townhomes or they actually are single family homes where they're like 2-story ones. But the ones that I have for the vibe for this LP are going to be like the old school vibe, which I'm used to. So, that's fun. That's super fun. And I have a certain builder that has like the perfect building style that I have in mind. I'm going to show you guys her in just a moment. And I'm hoping to put down maybe like 4 homes on here. I might try it as a residential, how do I say that? Isn't it a residential rental? Yeah, okay. I was like, am I saying that right? But anyways, so yeah, okay. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, a good week so far. And I'm sorry about the gap in the time and I haven't put a video out in like 4 or 5 days now when I was like uploading every single day. I don't know if that was like weird for you guys, but I tried, trust me, I tried to film, but I was so tired. I couldn't push it anymore. I was like, I need a break. Okay, so it's Nina Schmidt. Of course, it's not going to pull her up. I'm probably misspelling it wrong. Or the gallery could be funky. Who the heck knows? Actually, I should have one of her builds in my library. I could just go there and try to find one. Because I more than likely have one already. Oh, okay. So she has an H in her username. I didn't know that. Okay, so Nina H. Schmidt. Definitely check her out. She is a phenomenal builder. And look at all these castles. Oh my gosh, they look so good. Okay, but anywho, she has phenomenal building skills. And she does a variety of different things, but she's really, really good at starter homes that look very realistic. Like, look how realistic this looks. I know there's got to be some homes if you're from the US, I'm not sure about other countries, but specifically the US, there's so many homes that look like this that I'm used to. This right here actually looks very similar to base housing from where I'm from. Specifically, typically though, this, where at least where I'm from, in these like older homes that look like this, because the base that I have in mind is an old base, but it's been around for a long time. But they do have certain sections on the base, like I said earlier, that has some modern builds to them. And then there's still some sections that have this older kind of style from like the 70s. But this garage right here is like a carport, so it's not an actual garage. Now the newer construction on the base does have garages, but yeah, that's the only thing I would potentially fix from this, but I don't really feel like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this lot and let's just see what it looks like on here. But yeah, like I was saying, I was thinking about maybe putting 4 down on here just to see what it looks like. And yeah, okay, probably we'll have to remove the trees and the landscaping because we'll do like our own landscaping on here. It's glitching. Did you guys just see that? The thought was to place... I don't want to bulldoze. I want to move it. Move the house. I want to move the whole house. Okay. Excuse me. Thank you. It was like, I am not listening to you, ma'am. Alright, so I was thinking like right here, and then I could do one back here, one here, and here. It could be like a little teeny neighborhood. I don't know if that would look kind of funky, but... whatever, right? It's just, it's my LP, so who cares, right? You know? Nobody really cares that hard. I like the fact that there's 2 bedrooms in here. And the base housing that I'm used to that looks like this, this older style, is very simple inside. It's very, very simple. And they do not come fully furnished, by the way, so that's another thing. You would have to like move in and bring your own furniture. I think we could fit 4 of these on here. I think we could. But let's see what else she has in her gallery because she's so good, and I just wonder if she has any other builds that might look good. Yeah, her builds are just so good though, you guys. Like, they're just very, very realistic. Like, especially this one right here. Like, look at this house. It's so cute and it's simple. That's what I really enjoy about her builds. They're just like very simple. They're very chill. They're not like overly extravagant. Like, obviously she does have some like really cool builds. I mean, all of these are cool, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like her, like she has some castles in there. She's got some big modern ones, but like her realistic style, I'm a huge fan of because they're just so darn good. And they're like the layout is also something that's important to me as a player. And I'm not sure if you guys are like that too, but when it comes down to playing in a home and there's a lot of things in the way, it can get overwhelming trying to like maneuver and move your mouse around with the Sims, especially when you're filming and like the walls are in the way or you have things in the way. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about Nina, is that her houses are just so good and so simple. Okay, so this is kind of what the military base housing that where I'm from kind of looks like. Just this like, not this specific house, like it's not to a T, but this flat roof like this, and then like the garage, like I said, would be, again, it's not a garage, but it's like a carport. But this just kind of reminded me of this, but it's like old like that. Oh, that's cute. So, okay. Is this the one I pulled? Yeah, okay, like this. Yeah, that actually looks just like it. But the roofs are flat. Where I'm from, they're not very cute, they're not very aesthetic, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So this actually looks pretty darn good. I think I might end up going with this one instead because it has the carport. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Let's just check it out. Let's furnish. Okay, is that gonna remove this one if I put this one down? Yep, it did. Okay. Well, let's just check it out and see. But yeah, this looks very much like the vibes. And even like down to this little carport siding. Let's just check out the inside. I will obviously have to furnish, not furnish, but you know, renovate the inside a little bit. Because I don't want to give away any hints or anything, but I would have to fix that and everything. I I don't know about this layout though. Well, let's see here. This would be the front door here and like the chill space, and then this would be the dining room. I mean, I guess it is kind of like what I'm looking for, very simple, but I kind of prefer the other home, even though it does have that garage versus the carport. I think I'm gonna go with that one instead, just because I'm feeling that one a little bit more, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be exactly to what I am feeling. Like, I don't have to replicate it the same thing as like what I'm used to in real life, you know what I mean? Like, it's just for my LP, so ultimately it really doesn't matter, you know? I don't have to make it exactly like that. But anyways, I hope you guys are all having an amazing week, like I was saying earlier before I distracted myself. Have you guys done anything fun this week? Or it's Tuesday, so by the time you see this video, it might be Wednesday. Let me know how your weekend was. Did you guys do anything fun? Did you have a good weekend? Did you just chill and relax? Like, sometimes having a chill weekend too is even like the best thing in the world. Like, just being home and like vegging out and relaxing, playing video games, you know, working on your own thing. You know, sometimes just doing that truly is peaceful and fun in itself, and I am a big fan of just doing that too. So all right, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I know it has the garage, but it's cool. I'm gonna go with this one. I think I like it a lot. Okay, let's just see what the garage looks like. Is there, okay, so the bedroom is the garage. I think I don't like that. I think I'm just gonna do a window, to be honest with you. Nothing against Nina. I just, I would prefer it to be another bedroom or a window right there. It's definitely a very simple build for sure. I kind of like this space better, like having one big living room. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so yeah, we'll just move this home over just a little bit. We're just gonna pick up the house. I need to pick up the whole house though. And here we go. Can't remember what is in the front. Are those plants right here? But thank you to everyone who commented on the previous chatty build video like this and really enjoyed this type of style of video. Like, thank you for letting me know that you do, because the only way I really know if people are enjoying, obviously, like, views will let me know, but it's really nice to hear actual like comments and feedback from people that are watching my stuff, and you know, that way I know like specifically like, hey, yeah, they are really enjoying it and everything like that. So getting excitement from you guys and just getting actual feedback is so nice, because that way I know like, okay, they want to see more of that, you know what I mean? Okay, I was hoping that I would be able to copy this house and just put several of these on here. Am I not able to do that? Am I not able to do that? Oh no, this might suck. I thought that I was able to do that. Reposition your home, move lot, move house. Is there not a way to copy this? I'm kind of sad right now. I was gonna put 4 of these down, but I'm not a builder, so I may not be able to do what I wanted to do. Oh guys, I'm kind of sad. Darn. Okay, let's revisit. I do have another simmer friend that I recently connected with, and her name is Vix. And let's just look her up really quick. I need to figure out her gallery ID. I love her build style as well. It's incredible. And she's such a sweet person. And I don't know if these will fit the style for right now. Okay, so here she is. All right. So I don't think she has it up on the gallery yet, but I just need to figure out her ID for her gallery, because I've never been on her gallery quite yet. Let's see if okay, cool. It's Vixie Pixels. Cool. But yeah, so her name is Vix. So feel free to check out her YouTube channel, by the way. I'm like dropping a shout out right now for Vix, but yeah, she's great. She's an amazing builder. Like I said, we just recently connected and she's awesome. And I love her channel and she gives really good building tips. So definitely go check her out. Okay. So let's see if the build that I had in mind for her is on the gallery. I don't know if it is yet, but let's take a look and see. Let's check it out. So we just had these two family homes. These are really nice too. And there is a, so what I was talking about earlier, there's like base housing, and then there's also housing for officer housing as well. So it's, you have enlisted housing and then you have officer housing, and typically the officer housing is a lot more nicer. Not always, but typically it's a little bit nicer, and that's typically again, this is not every base, so don't take everything I say like full force. It's just from like what I'm used to. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, I love this. Just like that, this swatch and the coloring is so like what I'm used to for military housing. They do a lot of like this cream color in the brick for like the older areas. Anyways, so yeah, the officer housing is typically more the newer construction from like what bases I'm used to, that kind of thing. So yeah, a little fun fact there. So it doesn't look like, if I can speak, it doesn't look like she has that on there. I'm so disappointed right now. Is this not a thing that I can do? Maybe one of you guys know. I don't know. I'm really disappointed. What the heck? Alright, well, you know what? What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna leave this here, and if anybody knows, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little screenshot, and if anybody knows, you guys can let me know, and in the meantime, I can just find out from you guys if that's the case, and if not, that's okay. I will just figure out how to do this, and then if that is the case, then I will just have to suffer and it'll be fine. And then I can just hold out for Vix and I can wait to get those really cool builds that she has. So in the meantime, I'm just going to keep this one here. And I was thinking that while I have you guys with me, since we aren't going to be doing more of this, I wasn't going to originally do a townie makeover, but since I'm not going to be doing the rest of the builds for this, then we can just do some townie makeovers together, because I wanted to do that as well. So, well, that sucks. But it is what it is. It could be something that I'm missing because I'm not a builder. So, but yeah, I was thinking maybe I could like, oh, you know what? I could have copied like the roof, copied each room, and then put it together like that. I guess I could have done that, but now it's too late because I'm already through the loading screen, and that's something you guys don't know about me. I hate loading screens so much, and I refuse to sit through them all the freaking time. So I'm not gonna do that right now. I hate loading screens so much. They take forever, and they honestly piss me off sometimes. What my plan is to update the military members. I'm pretty sure she is a military NCP. All right, okay. Who else do we have? Who is this? Emery? I kind of want to get rid of his beard. Let's do that. Let's get rid of his beard, because if he's in the AKA like Sim Marine Corps translation of Sim World, like he shouldn't have a beard. But I did read though that you can have a beard if it has something to do with, there's like a new policy. I think it was updated in 2023 for the Marine Corps. And if it's like a religious background, you can have a waiver to have a beard, but I think it has to be a certain length, and it can't go past a certain length. And then also, okay, he looks so different without his beard. Look at this, guys. Look at this, look at this. Oh my god, look at the difference. It's like night and day. So, but I think it has to be a certain length. I think even shorter. And it has to be like clean at least, like if they have a beard. So maybe it's something, maybe even shorter than that. I'm gonna just bring him in just a tad and just bring his nose in just a tad. We're just gonna give him a little bit of plastic surgery. I do actually really enjoy having my Sims noses to be different, and I do like them to be all different sizes, but I'm gonna make it just a little bit smaller. So he can still have his big nose, but just a little bit smaller, because let's be real, not everyone in the world has the same nose, you know? Not everyone has a button nose. Well, I think I recorded about maybe 30 more minutes of this video, but unfortunately, it looks like my computer ran out of storage. I just ended up deleting a bunch of videos that I previously had, and I guess I just had so many backlogs. I had like videos from like September that I haven't deleted off my computer, and I didn't realize it, and I haven't had any issues with storage. But yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't a very important video. So, but anyways, I had finished working on that military little community that I had going on with like the 4 builds. I ended up finishing that, and then I did another townie makeover, but you guys weren't able to see that. But anyways, I just want to say thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Sorry that you didn't get to see all of this video, and I'm sorry that part of it was cut off, but you know, that's how life is as a content creator. We are always going through shit, and we're always learning and always picking up new things to look out for. So that is a new thing for me to look out for, is to make sure my storage isn't potentially almost full before hitting the record button. So note to self, I've learned that. So anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give it a like, a comment, and subscribe if you're new here. And if this is your first time, definitely let me know. And I just want to say thank you for all of you that told me in the previous chatty build behind the scenes video that you enjoyed that type of content, because it really does help me out, and it gives me ideas of what kind of content you guys like seeing and everything like that. So thank you guys so much for those of you that gave me that feedback. And I hope this video made you guys feel a little bit cozier, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But just a heads up to my Stuck in Strangerville LP for episode 3 will be coming out after this video. So whenever this video posts, it'll be the next day. Okay guys, I love you all so much. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.